Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the World of Football's weekly NFL picks. It is week 9. Can you believe it? We're about the halfway point of the season, and I'm your host, Adam Snow, and with me, as always, from the World of Football is the founder, Randy Snow, and my brother, Aaron Snow. Fellas, how we doing today after that Monday night game we all attended?
Doing great.
Finally recovered from it.
Glad to hear it. Well, we're here to make some picks, guys. But first, we're going to recap how everybody did last week, including our YouTube commenters who are in on the fun all season long. Feel free to join us if you're just finding this video. So last week, let's look at it. A pretty solid week, I want to say, for the most part for everybody. Best record, Mike Dolph, 13-3, way to go. And then we had 4 people who went 12-4. Leonard went 11-5. I went 10-6. And Dad, you're lowly at the bottom there with a respectable 9-7. So not too shabby last week.
2 games over 500. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. And, Aaron and I were duking it out last week. We had a lot of opposite games, and shoot, we still got double-digit corrects. All right. And then looking at the overall standings, kind of based off percentage for now, Leonard is still in the lead with a 65.09% pick rate. He was 69-37 on the season so far. But the most picks correct goes to Liz at 78-44. She's sitting at a 63.93%. So she's closing the gap there with Leonard. And obviously the rest of the standings right there, everybody on the YouTube channel, Mike, Hawkeye at 07, B. Lewis, myself, Cringe, who didn't make any picks this week, so he holds pat at 57.3%. And then Aaron and Randy rounding out the bottom of the picks, but Aaron making a little bit of ground up. So how are we all feeling, boys?
Hope to continue the comeback.
Yeah.
I'm going to crush it this week.
I hope you do. This should be a lot of fun. I'm very curious. We got a lot of good games on the slate this week. So let's get right to it. As we also have a disclaimer, which is popping up on the screen. Dad, I don't know if you want to read that.
Yep, I can read that. Got my handy dandy little cheat sheet here.
All right, do it.
If you plan to use our predictions as a means to justify your own gambling bets, then you, my friend, are an idiot. We don't know what we're talking about, and you should never listen to us for gambling advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
All right. And without further ado, let's get into the NFL Week 9 slate of games, starting with the Thursday night game, which is going to see the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron, you get to kick us off.
Oh boy, going first. Wanted to pick Tennessee, but I'm going to go with the Steelers at home. I think that defense will give Will Levis some fits.
Interesting. Well, it might just be recency bias. The Steelers just lost in their building. Yes, a short week, but I'll take the Titans in that run game to go play in probably a chilly Thursday night game there. So,
okay. Well, I am going to go with the hometown Steelers in that game. So give me Pittsburgh.
Okay. All right. And then moving on, we have the Frankfurt, Germany game at 9:30 in the morning on Sunday, which will see the Miami Dolphins take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And this should be a lot of fun. This will tell us a lot about the Miami Dolphins and the Chiefs, I think. And I'm actually going to take the Miami Dolphins to get the upset over the Chiefs, who are kind of reeling from that really embarrassing loss. I just think the Dolphins will capitalize. Chiefs will be fine down the road, but I think the Dolphins this week take it.
Boy, this was a really tough one for me. Both teams are 6-2. It's over in London. Mahomes was sick last week.
Frankfurt, Germany.
I'm sorry, Frankfurt, Germany. I wrote down London. Overseas game. I was really having a tough time. In fact, I really don't know what to do. I'm going to need some help on this. What do you think I should do, Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead that I got at the Monday Night Football game? He said take Miami.
Wow, one of the worst bits ever on this program.
He beat Kansas City, so he beat Kansas City, so he knows what he's talking about. I'm going to take Miami in that game.
All right, not going to sugarcoat this one. I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't think they lose 2 in a row. I probably said that every week about the 49ers on here as well, but let's go Chiefs. But my Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead isn't going to do anything. He's just going to sit there.
Mine's looking at me, shaking his head, saying Randy made a weird decision there. But I know we agreed on it. I'm just saying he doesn't like that you pulled him out on the screen. But whatever, we're going to move on. The Minnesota Vikings travel to Atlanta to play the Falcons. A pair of quarterbacks that have been replaced. Obviously, Joshua Dobbs getting traded to the Vikings. The Falcons starting Heineke this week instead of Desmond Ridder. So, Dad, you get to start off with this one.
I'm going to take the hometown Ravens in that game. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong game. I'm going with the hometown Atlanta Falcons in that one.
Oh, that makes sense. I get it. Two birds, easy to mix up.
I'm going Falcons too. I don't know if that rookie quarterback starting for the Vikings is going to make a difference, but once Josh Dobbs gets up to speed, I think Minnesota will be average still. So, but not this week. Go Falcons.
Yeah, I'll stick with the home team Falcons as well. We got a sweep. I just don't know with the Vikings. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know what to expect from the backup quarterback. All right, the Seattle Seahawks travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Aaron, we all know who Dad's picking, so who do you got in this one?
Taking the birds too. Seattle Seahawks on the road.
Oh, ooh.
It's a tough game though, but
interesting. This will be a measuring stick game. I'd like to see how Seattle measures up against the Ravens in Baltimore. But I think the Ravens at home take it. And Dad, you said Baltimore already, so we can just move on.
Ravens. Yep. Go ahead.
All right. The Arizona Cardinals travel to Cleveland to play the Browns. I'm not going to sugarcoat this either. It's the Cleveland Browns. That defense, I'm taking them at home.
I agree. I'm taking the Browns in that game.
Yep, Browns.
All right. Simple enough. The Los Angeles Rams travel up to Green Bay to play the Packers at Lambeau Field. Randy, who takes this one?
Matthew freaking Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
I don't know if Stafford's playing this week, and I'm pretty sure I have not picked the Packers right since they lost to the Lions. That's probably the last time I picked their game correctly, but I'm going with the Packers again. If they fail me this week, I'm officially done with them. I know they suck, but I want them to win against the Rams. I think they'll win, so I'll go Packers.
Yeah, not sure about Matthew Stafford's situation. I know they say it's day to day. We've seen him in Detroit. He plays tough. He's played with that kind of injury before. Give me the Rams to, beat the crap out of the Packers. So, all right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will travel to Houston to play the Texans. Aaron, go ahead.
Buccaneers. Houston had a little letdown last week, which I predicted, but I think Baker Mayfield comes in there, and the Bucs need to win really bad. They have a winnable division. They need to win.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Tampa Bay. I know it's a tough place to play there in Houston, but I think Tampa Bay's got a lot to play for.
Make it a sweep. I'll take Tampa Bay.
All right.
Did not see that coming.
All right. The Washington Commanders go to New England to play the Patriots. The Commanders are sellers at the trade deadline. I don't know what to make of them, so I'm going to actually take the Patriots at home to take this game.
I'm going with Washington. I don't know why, but I think they're better than their record is, so I'm sticking with Washington in that game.
Oh, man, I agree with both of you. My initial thought was to take New England because of the trades that they made to get rid of Montez Sweat and Chase Young. So I think I'll stick with it. Patriots.
All right. Then we got the Chicago Bears traveling to New Orleans to play the Saints. Take it away, Father.
New Orleans.
I agree. The Saints.
Call it a sweep. The Saints are going to come marching in and kick the crap out of the Bears. All right, the Indianapolis Colts travel down to Carolina to play the Panthers. A matchup that I was excited about, too, because of Anthony Richardson. But now that he's hurt, the Colts, backup quarterback, Panthers getting their first win. You know what? Make it 2 in a row for the Panthers.
No, I'm taking Indianapolis. You're wrong again.
Man, my first thought was to go with the Colts too, but in the Frank Reich Bowl, I think the Panthers pull out the win for him and continue their winning streak.
All right. Then the New York Giants will travel to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Aaron, I think I accidentally went first when you were supposed to go, so I'll have you go first this time. Who do you got in this one?
Oh, man, I want to take the Raiders at home with all the changes they got, but I think the Giants are playing better football, so Giants on the road.
Wow. Okay. Well,
No, never mind. Raiders. Raiders. Final answer.
well, dang it. Okay. Well, I've said on this show, put a fork in the Giants. They're done. I know the Raiders made a lot of changes this week, and sometimes that can be a good thing. Remember what happened the last time they lost the coach and they had an interim head coach? They made it to the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Raiders.
You guys are both wrong. The Giants are going to win this game because Las Vegas is so dysfunctional. They don't know what the heck they're doing. They're worse than we are. Give me the Giants.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are worse than the Lions, but just going to throw that out.
No,
there.
I meant worse than we are. The three of us.
Because we're terrible. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Moving on. The Dallas Cowboys take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Division game here. Dad, this should be probably one of the games of the week. Who do you got in this one?
I kind of wrestled with this one too, but I'm going with Philly.
Yep, Philly at home. If it was in Dallas, I would potentially pick the Cowboys, but home advantage to Philly.
Make it another sweep. Eagles at home. Hard to argue with that. All right, then your Sunday night game is going to see the Buffalo Bills traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Aaron, who do you got?
And what do I got to go first on this one? Bengals at home. Didn't pick them last week, and I should have.
Yeah, you should have. And I'm going to pick them too this week. Bengals are getting hot at the right time, and I don't know what's up with the Bills. They are just not that same team we've seen in the last few years. Easy. Give it to Joe Burrow.
Yeah, this was another tough one for me. And if it had been in Buffalo, I would have picked Buffalo, but give me the hometown Cincinnati Bengals, and that's another sweep for us.
All right, and here we go. Monday Night Football. The Los Angeles Chargers will travel to New York to play the Jets. What a matchup this should be. But I think maybe the Chargers are starting to get a little bit right. I know the Jets got that great defense, but I just don't see the Jets being able to hold this Chargers offense, to 10 points like the Giants. So I'm going to actually take the Chargers to get a road win.
I'm taking the Chargers also. I don't know about the Jets, even though they're at home. They're going to play well at home, but give me the Chargers anyway.
Taking those Jets at home. Maybe they got some more Monday Night Magic. Their defense really showed out against the Giants, but I don't know if the Chargers defense will be super great.
That's true. Yeah,
Jets
the
at
Chargers
home.
defense a little questionable, but all right. All right, so that is it for this week's picks, guys. Dad, how many sweeps did we have?
Only 6 this week.
Only 6 out of the 14 games, so
Yep.
a little under half. And then on bye this week, obviously, the Denver Broncos, Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars, and San Francisco 49ers. So that's it. We flew through those picks today. I'm feeling fairly confident about my picks. I say that every week. I know we all feel pretty confident and end up with iffy records. But, yeah. So, how are you guys feeling?
Tough one this week.
We're feeling really good about our picks.
Okay. All right. If there is nothing more, fellas, then Dad, why don't you just take it away and tell the people out there where they can find us on other platforms.
If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification on our YouTube channel. We're We're also on Facebook, X, and Instagram, where the address on all three is TWOF Kalamazoo. We have a weekly audio podcast called This Week in the World of Football, which is posted on Tuesdays and is available on all major podcast platforms as well as Amazon Music, so you can simply ask your Alexa device to play the World of Football podcast. You can also find our full audio version of our podcast on YouTube. So please spread the word, give us a like, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and please come be a part of the football conversation.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it, everybody. A lot of stuff happening in the world of football, lots of arena football stuff. Canadian Football League playoffs are coming this weekend. NFL's heating up, halfway point of the season. It's just so much good stuff. College football playoff rankings out there now. So we are in the thick of it. So stick to our channel and you will not miss out on any football goodness. So for Randy, for Aaron, I have been Adam Snow, and we hope to see you guys next time. Happy football watching.